Hi, everybody. It's Mary Pat Knight with Leaders Inspired, and today's Transformation Tuesday. I'd like to talk about accepting the way things are, and not as a cop-out to not take action or do anything, but the simple act of recognizing and accepting. I thought about this in terms of our weather here in Chicago. It's early November when I'm recording this for you, and guess what? It snowed. And I've heard a lot of people, oh my gosh, the snow, it's so early in the season for the snow. And I'm like, wow, look at all the resistance to a fact of nature that we experience every single year living in the Midwest. Look at the resistance to accepting what is. Once we accept what is, really accept what is, and not push against it or complain about it or feel victimized by it, we can actually make some choices about what to do next. So let's take this back to business. Say you're instituting a change in policy in your company, or you've introduced a brand new executive into your company. That represents change. Guess what you're going to face? Resistance. How do you help people accept what is? If the policy has been changed, then the communication needs to be very, very thorough about why the policy is changing, what the benefit is or impact is to the human being that's experiencing it, so that you can support them to get beyond their resistance. But more importantly, when you meet up against someone else's resistance with a policy change or a new person or whatever it is that's changing in your business or in your life, when you meet up against their resistance, you're tempted to rise up your resistance as well. So guess what you then have? Resistance meeting resistance, rock on rock. That never works. All it does is hurt. How do you lower your resistance and role model accepting what is so that you can actually move on from there? Until the actual act of accepting what is right in front of you happens, the productive action forward is never going to be for the greater good. So, Transformation Tuesday tip of the day: find a way to accept where you are right now. Get at peace with where you are right now. Whatever the circumstances, whatever the change, whatever the situation, that doesn't give you permission to go into stasis, that you don't have to stay there forever, but it is in the act of accepting that you then broaden some horizons about what you might want to choose or do next. All right, thanks for being here with me, and I will see you next week on Transformation Tuesday.